Did you know seniors can board before the crowd, switch seats without paying, and even claim free meals during long delays, just by asking? Airlines rarely advertise these benefits, but they're there if you know the right questions. In this video, you'll discover 20 free perks designed to make senior travel easier, more comfortable, and stress-free. And stay tuned until the very end, because one perk could save you not just time, but hundreds of dollars on your next trip. Airlines operate under strict rules that protect seniors, but most passengers never hear about them. These perks aren't favors. They're your rights and entitlements. After years of studying travel regulations, airline policies, and first-hand experiences, I've uncovered exactly what to ask for and when to ask for it. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 20 insider strategies that can transform your flying experience, so you can travel in comfort, with confidence, and without leaving money or opportunities behind. Let's begin with the basics. Comfort. When you're flying as a senior, the small things can make a big difference. And the good news? Airlines already have solutions on board, but they don't always tell you unless you ask. 1. Water. You don't need to wait for drink service or struggle with those tiny cups. Seniors can always ask for bottled water or even a full can of soda instead of a half pour in a plastic cup. Flight attendants understand hydration is important, and they'll usually hand it over with no hesitation. 2. Snacks and meals. Airlines often load extra, especially on longer flights. If you're still hungry or if mealtimes don't line up with your routine, ask if there are leftovers once service is complete. Many seniors are surprised to find they can receive an extra sandwich, fruit cup, or snack pack simply because they asked politely at the right time. 3. Comfort items. Blankets and pillows are not just for long-haul travelers. If you feel cold or need extra back support, request them early in the flight before supplies run out. Once they're gone, but ask as soon as you board, and you'll often be first in line. 4. Earbuds, eye masks, or even full amenity kits. On international flights, these are standard, but even on shorter routes, crews often have a few spares. If you forgot yours, just ask. An eye mask makes naps easier, and earplugs help reduce cabin noise, which can be exhausting over time. And here's a little story to bring this home. On one flight, I watched a senior politely ask for a second pillow. Not only did the flight attendant bring 2, but she also included an eye mask from business class. That's the secret. Ask with kindness, and more often than not, crews will go above and beyond. So before you ever think about suffering in silence, remember, bottled water, snacks, blankets, pillows, earbuds, eye masks, and sometimes even a full amenity kit are yours for the asking. These small perks don't just make a flight bearable. They transform it into a more restful and enjoyable journey. 6. Sanitizing supplies. Many crews carry disinfectant wipes, hand gel, or even spare masks. If you forgot yours, don't hesitate to request them. It's a small thing, but it can make a big difference, especially on longer flights where you're touching tray tables, seat belts, and armrests that hundreds of passengers have used before you. 7. First aid items. Flight attendants are trained to handle common issues and often have access to basic over-the-counter remedies. If you feel a headache coming on, need motion sickness tablets, or even a simple bandage, let them know. These are considered passenger care essentials, and they're there for you at no extra cost. 8. Special meals. Seniors often have dietary needs: low sodium, diabetic-friendly, gluten-free, or vegetarian. If you book in advance, you can pre-order these at no charge. But even if you forgot, it's still worth asking the crew once on board. Sometimes they have spares, and they'll gladly swap your meal for something that fits your needs. So don't assume you have to push through discomfort. Cleanliness items, first aid help, and special meals are all part of what airlines quietly provide. And here's a fun question. What's the one food you always avoid on planes? Drop it in the comments, I'd love to know. 9. Free seat changes. Most passengers assume moving seats always comes with a fee, but that's not true once you're at the gate or on board. If there are empty seats in the same cabin, seniors can often request a switch, maybe to a quieter spot or just away from a crowded row. Flight attendants will usually honor the request, especially if it's tied to comfort or mobility. 10. Seat preference for mobility. If you need an aisle seat to stretch your legs or a spot closer to the front to reduce walking, let the airline know. These requests are taken seriously, and crews will usually try to accommodate them without charge. Remember, it's about accessibility, not luxury. 11. Companion seating. Many seniors travel with a caregiver, friend, or spouse. Airlines generally allow seating adjustments so you're not separated, even if the system initially placed you apart. All you have to do is explain the situation, and staff will make it right if at all possible. 12. Early boarding. This is one of the most valuable perks, and it's your right. Airlines can't advertise this too loudly, but if you simply say you need extra boarding time, you're entitled to it. No questions asked, no proof required. It means you get on the plane without the rush, with time to settle, and with crew assistance if needed. 13. Help from the crew. Flight attendants are trained to assist with stowing luggage, fastening seatbelts, and even opening food packages or meal trays. You don't need to struggle, just let them know what you need. That's what they're there for. When you put it all together, seat changes, aisle and front row access, sitting with your companion, early boarding, and crew assistance, you'll see this isn't about special treatment. It's about making sure seniors can travel with comfort, confidence, and dignity every single time. 14. Wheelchair and electric cart service. At most airports, you can request a wheelchair at check-in, and staff will escort you through security, directly to your gate, and even help with boarding. In larger terminals, electric carts are available to shorten those long walks between concourses. This isn't charity. It's part of the accessibility services you're entitled to use. 15. Free check-in for mobility aids. Items like walkers, canes, CPAP machines, and even scooters can be checked at no cost. They're treated as medical devices, which means they don't count against your baggage allowance. You can keep smaller aids with you in the cabin, and larger items will be returned at the gate when you arrive. 16. Gate passes for escorts. If you feel more comfortable having a loved one walk with you through security and all the way to your gate, airlines can issue a pass. This allows your companion to stay by your side until boarding time, and in many cases to meet you right at the gate when you land. It's an overlooked benefit that can make the airport feel far less overwhelming. So whether it's a wheelchair ride, a free check for your medical equipment, or a gate pass for a trusted companion, these services aren't about losing independence. They're about protecting it, so you can focus on the joy of the journey instead of the strain of the process. 17T. Safety information. Airlines carry large print and sometimes even braille safety cards. If you need them, just ask. Flight attendants are also required to provide a personal safety briefing if requested, walking you through seatbelt use, oxygen masks, and exits in a way that's easy to follow. 18. Hearing support. Announcements over the intercom can be difficult to catch, especially with background noise. Crews are trained to relay that information directly, either one-on-one or in writing. If you're worried about missing an update, tell them in advance. They'll make sure you don't miss anything important. And here's the key. This isn't about asking for special favors. It's protected under the Air Carrier Access Act. You don't have to deserve it. You just have to ask for it. 19. When it comes to flying, the perks that matter most are the ones that protect your wallet. Seniors can access airfare discounts that airlines keep tucked away. United, Delta, and American still offer senior fares on select routes, but you have to ask. The savings may not be huge every time, but add in 8 ARP deals like up to $200 off business class or $65 off economy, and the numbers start to add up fast. That's money you keep before you even step foot on the plane. 20. Here's the perk that could save you hundreds in one trip. If your flight is delayed for hours or canceled overnight due to an airline issue, you're not just stuck waiting. You can request free meal vouchers, hotel stays, and even transport to and from the hotel. Most travelers never realize this is available, and airlines won't shout about it. But seniors who ask walk away with a hot meal, a real bed, and zero out-of-pocket costs. That's not just a perk, that's a game changer. Water, snacks, blankets, earbuds, amenity kits, sanitizer, first aid, special meals, seat changes, aisle seating, companion seating, early boarding, baggage help, wheelchairs, mobility aid check-in, gate passes, large print cards, crew announcement support, meal vouchers, senior discounts. That's 20 hidden freebies airlines won't advertise, but every senior can claim. Comfort, dignity, savings. It's all there if you just ask. The difference between a stressful flight and a smooth one comes down to knowing these perks before you board. Flying as a senior doesn't have to mean discomfort, confusion, or unnecessary expense. You just need to know what to ask for. Which perk surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments and share this video with someone who deserves a smoother flight experience. Airlines won't hand these secrets over freely, but now you know better. Don't let the insider tricks stop here. Subscribe for more travel hacks that save you money, time, and stress every single trip.